Aaron, Gracie, thank y'all so much for this year. Aaron, I've told Jordan for over a year now that you remind me of my old roommate Willie, and there's never been anyone else like that before. Somebody that easily and readily makes everyone else feel comfortable, makes everyone else feel welcome and inviting, and that's a huge part of ministry of the gospel. Is every person knowing that they are loved and wanted, and you have a very special gift for making sure that every person knows that they are loved and wanted. Gracie, I don't know that there's been a more consistent person that we've had the privilege of being around and leading. You have truly had an impact beyond what you recognize. If you didn't realize it, 70% of our leaders came through your group. You're going to be long gone one day, and there are going to be a lot of people here that can trace their involvement in Northside back to your leadership. And so I want to thank you both for what you've done this year.
Yeah. Yes, thank you all so much, Gracie and Aaron. Aaron, kind of like Andy said, you were just an outgoing joy to be around. You're so easy to get along with. I think the first time I got to really spend time with you was in my rent car on mission trip last year when I didn't know where I was going, and you just made it a blast in the car. For me and Hannah. So you're easy to be around and get along with, and people feel very welcome because of you. And Gracie, you clearly hold a special place in my heart. Over these last couple of years, just getting to know you better, getting to disciple you. Gracie, thank you so much for everything that you mean to me and that you've done for this ministry. Last year, just you stepping out on faith with leading, and then just this year just being just the person that everyone else in the room can look to for advice and for comfort whenever they're doing something unknown, because you've done it before, is very it's ministry changing, it's life changing for everyone in the room. So thank you for just being such a kind soul and for being willing to serve and to lead.
Hey Gracie and Aaron, I just wanted to say thank you for what you've done for me this semester and last semester. The time and effort that you've put into our small groups is not unnoticed by anyone, and I'm really thankful, and I've seen how hard y'all work and how much y'all have grown, and that our group has grown through these months together. So I just wanted to say thank you. Love you guys.
Gracie, Aaron, big thanks to you guys for all the planning, all the studying, everything it took to be our small group leader. You guys were always believed in us, even like on the times when none of us knew our memory verse. So I just wanted to give a big thanks to both of y'all. Gracie, you were always very positive, and the stories that you told were very relatable, and they helped challenge me throughout the semester. And Aaron, if it wasn't for you inviting me, then I never would have found out about Northside or anything like that. So big thanks to both of you guys for everything that you did for us this semester.
I wanted to thank you, Aaron and Gracie, for being my group leaders this semester. That group was really impactful to me and really helpful. And with y'all being the leaders, it just put it over the top. You served well and were easy to talk to, and I appreciate y'all a lot.
Hey Aaron, hey Gracie. Just want to say thank you guys for being our DVC leaders on Tuesday nights. Really enjoyed seeing your smiling face, hearing your laughter. Really liked how you guys always wrapped things up with real life experiences. It didn't matter if it was through the book we were reading or just something that was a main topic for that night. You guys would always pull something and put yourself in to give a real life example to help somebody who was trying to get through something difficult or somebody who just needed a question answered. Seriously though, really thank you guys. Love you guys much. Sucks for being in quarantine. It's awful. Really miss the DBC group. Love you guys. Take care.
Hi buddy. Thanks for letting me come over every Tuesday to do this Bible study, and thanks for pushing me out of my comfort zone, because you know me and you know that I wouldn't have done any of this if you didn't push me to, especially the reading. I don't read, but because of you, I did, and I actually learned something. So thank you. It was definitely worth risking getting Rona every Tuesday and Sunday. And we gotta go get ice cream. By the way, I read Ruth. Ha! Love you, buddy.
I just want to thank you, Aaron and Gracie, for being our group leaders this year. You've helped me grow so much in my faith this year, and helped me meet new people. Being the new guy, moving down here all by myself was kind of scary, but going to that group every Tuesday night was one of the highlights of my week every week, and so I was so thankful to have somebody to be with. And Aaron, specifically you, on my first Wednesday night here, after we went to Taco Bell after, you sat right next to me, you started talking to me, and ended up we had the same taste in music, so we went on to a concert. That was a lot of fun. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. And so I just want to thank you for making the time for me. And you, Gracie, you pretty much end up being the only girl every night, but I want to thank you for staying strong, and you bring a peace to the group, which is very nice. We all appreciate that. And so I just want to thank you guys for everything you've done for this group this year. Thank you.
Parker, Haley, Josie's saying hi. That's what that is. Okay.
What?
Hey Parker, hey Haley. I just want to thank both of you for this year. Parker, I don't know of anyone that's had more of a dramatic year from August until now in terms of having to overcome personal things that are external. Right? These haven't been the result of poor choices you've made. These are things that have come at you, it seems, all year long. And what I've seen is a young man that, in order to grow in Christ, has continued to choose better than he did the previous time. Somebody that hasn't quit in the faith, somebody that's kept moving along, and what we've started to see this semester is the impact that you're having on other guys who are now starting to walk through things that you did before. And so I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for being there for Josh during everything with his grandfather. Haley, I want to thank you that you have not quit on the girls in your group all year long. Specifically remember one Tuesday this year that you texted and said you didn't think y'all have any. And all I did was just ask about 2 or 3 girls. And in the past, I know a lot of leaders that would not have reached out to those girls again, but you did. And the result was, I believe Emma and Sarah both came that night. And now we've got in Sarah, a young woman who's completely active and involved and known in our ministry. And the impact that y'all are having on her is evidenced by the fact that she's still bringing people to your group even after a pandemic starts. So I am incredibly thankful and grateful for the fact that you two have persevered and endured all year. And I believe that it's showing real fruit.
Yeah, Parker and Haley, thank you for your consistency this year. Haley, you're just the most committed and just trustworthy, solid person. You're just always there, always willing to serve. And Parker, this is not part of the group, but I can always trust you with my son, and I really appreciate that. I remember one night, I don't know where, we were at the MSM for something. There's a lot of people there, and John went to the boys' bathroom, and I sought you out to go after him because Andy was busy. So you're a very trustworthy person, and I really appreciate that.
Haley and Parker, thank you so much for taking time out of your weeks to lead our group. I truly appreciate y'all trying to get to know me and include me in activities over the past few months. It has been a joy seeing y'all on Tuesdays, and I can't wait to see y'all out of quarantine.
Hey Parker and Haley, thank you for making this semester very meaningful to me, and thank you all for y'all's support whenever my grandfather passed away. I would like to say thank you for everything that y'all ever did and all the prayers. Thank you, Parker, for guiding me through certain situations this semester and always being upbeat. Same thing for you, Haley, always happy, smiling, which really helps out a whole lot. So thank you for everything, and I'm very happy to be part of the group. Thank you.
Hey Haley, hey Parker. Thank you for being my leaders this year. I really loved being in your group. I was really nervous at first because I didn't know either of y'all, but in the end I was really glad I got put in your group because I got to know both of y'all better. Thank y'all for being such awesome leaders all year.
Trevor and JC, I'm not going to cut this part out even though she wants me to. Go first.
Okay, Trevor and JC, thank y'all so much for being willing to be fast track leaders. Fast track leaders are a special breed because you're doing twice the work, reading twice the amount of the book as everyone else's every week, and it just takes, all leadership takes dedication, but fast track takes a true commitment and dedication. But Trevor, thank you so much for your consistency through DBC, but also behind the scenes, all the help that you've been to Andy this year helps me in the long run. So I am super grateful for that and just for your dependency. JC, thank you so much for just being a light. I don't know any other word that can describe you other than a light. Your personality and your joyousness to be around is just infectious in the room. You constantly check in on me and the kids and how we're doing. You love on my kids when you're around them, and even though I just want you to just sit down and take a break, you just don't, and it's just really refreshing. So I just really appreciate you and everything that you've done this semester.
I think both of you, Trevor and JC, have done a tremendous job as leaders this year. Fast Track is not easy. We've always known that it's the most difficult group to lead, and the impact that you had on people, particularly people that would not be involved with the ministry otherwise, speaks to your desire to spread the kingdom, JC, and Trevor, your ability to take people who don't feel like they have a home and make them feel welcomed and loved is, it genuinely touches my heart as the ministry that Jesus actually wants us to be part of doing. And I can't thank y'all enough for that. But very specifically, with both of you, I think of people that we depend on. The night that Jordan had her surgery, JC, and I was stuck in Fort Worth for 6 hours trying to get her medicine, I don't know that we make it to dinner that night without you being here. Three kids and a gimped up mama and an absentee dad does not make for a good night. But there was JC. And Trevor, I hate that we couldn't go to San Francisco because you couldn't see the fruit of your labor. But I will tell you this, none of that prep work got done on time without you. Not only that, just the logistics of getting things back and getting information back to people would not have been possible without you being there. You have been steady Eddie for us all semester long. I mean, goodness, we had an urgent care situation and I had somebody that I could call and say, I need you to take over tonight. And you don't know this, but in January I went to Keith and said, we need to have somebody that I can call and say, you need to take over because I can't one night. And 2 months later, you were filling the role that we did not know would need to be filled at that time. Thank you is not enough, but thank you both very much.
Hey Trevor and JC, I just wanted to say thank you for all the work you put into leading our group, and I wanted to especially thank you for taking the extra time when I joined to catch me up on what you guys have been learning so far. That really made me feel like I fit in, and it meant a lot to me that y'all took the extra time to do that for me. And thank you for all the time and effort you put into this. Y'all are super awesome.
Hey Trevor and JC. I know I don't talk too much during the groups, and it might seem like I don't want to be there, but I do a lot. And since we can't exactly give you anything else but a video, I just want to say thank you, because being in you guys' group has helped me more than, well, anything really. I know I don't say it ever, but thank you. There's not many people willing to do what you guys do, and you do it happily. So thank you. Seriously. Thank you.
Hey Trevor, hey JC, it's Grace. Surprise! It's an appreciation video. Coming into this group has been nothing short of a blessing. From the moment I moved here from Denton, I have been looking for a new church home, and I honestly was terrified about trying to find a new college group or like a new young adults group that I would fit into, because I had such a bad experience with this previous college group that I was in back home. And so I came into this group with like low expectations, that things were gonna be great, and I just wasn't being very optimistic, and y'all really changed my perspective on things. From the moment I met both of you, you've been nothing but kind to me and just caring, and you actually ask like how things are going on in my life, and that really makes me feel apart and loved and desired, and I think that's what everybody wants. And so I just want to thank you for allowing me to be myself and allowing everyone else in the group to feel a part. And that's just something that I really, really cherish and appreciate from both of you. And I also want to say that although I don't get to come to group very often, I really appreciate just all of the extra hours and the behind the scenes labor that you put into making sure that this group is just fun and welcoming and authentic. Trevor, I want to thank you for always being the man behind the scenes. Every time we have DB Connect, you make it such a awesome and amazing experience for everyone, and especially for me. And that's just something that I really, really love and appreciate from you. JC, I really appreciate that you always check in on me, even though you are so busy. That is something that I just really admire about you, that you are just so caring and so loving. And I know that you have a lot going on in your life, and the fact that you put all of that aside just to check in on other people and see how they're doing and share your heart with them, that's just really amazing. And I think that's just really cool. And I really miss both of y'all, and while it's great to see y'all online, I can't wait to see y'all in person and just give y'all both hugs and get to spend more time with you. So yeah, bye guys. And I probably said y'all about 50 times and about 50 times, so don't hold it against me, okay? Bye guys.
Hey, Blake here. Not on camera, big surprise, but I still wanted to thank you for letting me into the group, let me feel like I'm a part of something again. Social interactions is pretty limited at this point, but it's not a big change for me. I know I'm not the most talkative in the group anyway, but I know I'm there, I'm listening to y'all, but I might have a little trouble speaking out for a while. And thank you for the patience that y'all are giving me with that. It'll take some time, but I'm slowly getting used to the group. I will speak out, I promise you, eventually. May need a little time, but I'll get there. The time that y'all give for us is crazy. But again, thank y'all for everything you've done for me and the rest of us.